And again, a very good morning to you all. The morning class of Growing Up with Values with Aunty Drups. And of course, we made some changes on the poster. And I hope it looks a little more attractive to you. And it was all because of Uncle Randy and his creation. And again, welcome to this morning's class. As we begin, as usual, last week we spoke about kindness and we spoke about kindness to people. Today, we are going to sit down, close our eyes right now, but we put on the listening ears and we are ready and prepared for this morning's session. So could you all sit quietly on the floor, cross your legs. Yes, I'm waiting for everyone to sit quietly, close your eyes. And we are going to be thankful that we are in this beautiful setting. We were taught kindness last week, and for the next few days of the week, we were kind and we continue to be kind. And we are seated there on the floor. Now you're all seated and with our eyes closed, and you think of beautiful things around you. You are thinking of your favorite animal. Most of you all do have pups, you have kittens, whatever animals you have. You are sitting there and you're playing with your animals, your pet. And your pet is responding to you with those eyes which shows you love. Animals have a way of expressing themselves just like humans. And your little pup shows you so much love. You cuddle it and you pet it. And of course it licks your hands, it licks your feet, and you are sitting there playing with your pup. And it is such a good feeling. You are kind to your pup, you are kind to animals. And it is a wonderful world we live in, where we can share kindness to human beings as well as animals. And we sit there quietly thinking of all the animals around us, all the animals in the world. And we like the best things for the animals as well. Okay, and as we gently open our eyes, we get ourselves ready for today's lesson. And today's lesson deals with two friends, Sally and Indra. Sally and Indra lived in a place called Waterloo. I don't know how many of you all know Waterloo, or how many of you have ever been to Waterloo. But Waterloo is a place in central Trinidad. And everyone hopefully knows that Waterloo is a place where you find the temple in the sea. And you also find the Indian Museum, where there are lots of things that you can see, things that you haven't knew about. So Indra and Sally used to walk to school every day, back and forth. And they would chat about school and homework and friends and so on. So one morning, they heard a loud laughter coming from an area. And they wanted to know what was happening. So Sally and Indra saw a group of boys and they were laughing, and having a good time. You know, when boys get together and they're enjoying a joke, and it was loud laughter. So Sally and Indra were curious. They wanted to know what was happening that could bring so much laughter. So they went towards them, but when they saw what was happening, they were totally horrified. They could not believe their eyes, because crouched in a corner, there was a little puppy. And the puppy was, you know the sound of a puppy when it is scared and frightened? The puppy was just squeezing itself. And Sally and Indra could not believe this thing. They looked at that puppy that was scared. It was against the wire fence because it couldn't go any further. And it couldn't go through the fence naturally. And they were laughing and pelting stones and trying to get on a stick to poke it. And Sally was furious. She just shouted, "Stop it! Stop it! If you continue, I'm going to tell the principal right now. Stop it! Stop it!" And just at that time, the school bell rang. So everybody just left and went to class. And the puppy must have been so happy that those children had to leave him alone. So everybody went to class, and next morning, well, the puppy was nowhere around. Next morning, the principal called an assembly, and she addressed the students. And what did she tell the students? She said, "I want to speak to you all about an incident that took place yesterday, and it involved cruelty to a puppy." And she continued, "I am very, very disappointed. We have always tried to teach you that all life is sacred, including animal life. Like the human being, an animal has feelings. It experiences fear and certainly feels pain. Boys and girls, there's no way that causing pain to another being can be excused as having fun." And she continues again, "Besides, haven't you heard that dog is man's best friend? It is very loyal and protects us against intruders. Even the police use dogs as partners in their fight against crime. Let us learn from this unfortunate incident and try at all times to be kind to animals." And as an afterthought, thoughts and feelings are important. It can easily show cruelty to animals. We will find cruelty acceptable, and it will not be long before cruelty takes root in our hearts and we start showing cruelty to those we should love and respect. So replace cruelty with love and compassion. Remember that when you think about doing something cruel, always replace it with acts of love and compassion. All right, so I'm sure that you all enjoy that story and the way that it ends. And now I'm going to ask you some questions on it. Now, what was the name of the girls in the story? Virish. Right, Sally and Indra. Where did they live? Aradhana, Hari, where did they live? Right, they lived in Waterloo. What places of interest do you find in Waterloo? Sarvesh? Okay, you find a temple in the sea and you find the Indian Museum. What school did the girls attend? Vivek? Right, the Waterloo Hindu School. Sanjeev, how did they get to school? Anushri, what songs did they hear coming from the direction of the boys? Right, yes, loud laughter. Akhilesh, can you laugh like those boys? Right, they laughed very heartily. Now, what was causing the boys to have so much fun, Sharvi? They were pelting the dog. And how do you think the dog felt at that time? Sakshi? Very scared and Afraid.
Very afraid.
What was the puppy doing? Yeah, he was crouching a corner. Can you make that crouching movement? Right. Yeah, he was crouching a corner. Ravina, what was Sally's reaction when she saw what was going on? Right, Rajivia, good. She was very, very, very upset. What did she threaten to do, Arna? If you were in Sally's position, Sanjaya, what would you have done? You would stop it right away. Everybody would just try to stop what is going on because it was an act of what? What was it an act of? Pravir? Right. Prada and Priya, Pravir, welcome. Right. It was an act of cruelty. Now, what happened at the assembly the next day, Devan? Right, the principal called an assembly. And what did she tell the children? She told the children everything about what happened yesterday. Apparently, she found out some way. We don't know if it was Sally or any other student, but a lot of students were upset at what was going on. And some people couldn't take any action because it was a whole big group of boys. So everybody just, except for Sally, who was a brave one, everybody just ignored it. But apparently somebody went and told the principal. Now, what would you have done if you were in Sally's position? Right. You all would have tried to stop it as well. So, like Sally, you all were against what was happening. Everybody would be against what was happening. So, to see a dog crouch in a position like that and whimpering like, oh, it would be a very sad sight. And last week we did a song about kindness. We're going to do that song again today because because it also applies to today's story. And we don't have to be only kind to people, we have to be kind to animals. And we are hearing about non-violence. Non-violence also means not violent to animals. Okay, a lovely song, lovely words. Okay, be kind. Kind today makes someone happy to last the whole day and every other day. Your mommy, your daddy, your siblings, your friends. And as I said, animals are included in friends.
You know what siblings are?
Siblings are like your brothers and sisters, right? You know the word siblings, I mean your brothers and sisters, and your friends would love for you to be kind today. Be kind today, even to strangers you meet in the street. A kind word, a kind act would go a long way to someone who is feeling down. So you don't know why someone is feeling down, sad, but you say something to them. You may say a kind word, you do a kind act, you smile. Just a smile can change the whole world. So be kind today. And let's join in the song. Be kind today.
Make someone happy to last the long day. Your mommy, your daddy, your siblings, your friends love for you to be kind today. Kind today. to strangers you meet in the street. A kind word, a kind act would go a long way to someone who was feeling down. Be kind, kind today.
And thank you, Sharvi and Nishesh, for doing this song. It's a lovely song. And it means a lot. Each word has a kind meaning to it. And we continue. Be kind, kind today. Okay, we'll come back to the song in a little while. Today we'll just, I would like to thank all you all for listening. Be kind today.
Make someone happy to last the whole day.
Your
Your mommy, your daddy, your siblings, your friends would love for you to be. Be kind today.
la 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 la.
Be kind today. Even to strangers you meet in the street. A kind word, a kind act would go a long way to someone who's feeling down. Be
Kind,
kind today.
Again, thank you, Sharvi and Nishesh and Uncle and Radhika for that effort. And I would like to thank all those who are tuned in and putting suggestions. And I would like to just share some good news to you. We have a young boy here. His name is Akhilesh Ramnarayan, and he just had his virtual graduation. He's a pupil, he just wrote C, of the Monroe Road Hindu School. And Akhilesh, like many others, are looking forward to the next step in their lives. He's a brilliant young man. He has talent. He plays musical instruments. He sings. And we are also very proud of him. And here he stands with his grandmother, Mrs. Zita Ramnarayan, and his sister Anushri. And on behalf of them, we wish you all the best, Akhilesh. And on our entire family, we wish you all the best. May success always be yours. And another initiative we had, one of a very lovely young mother, Mrs. Hema Haripasad, she came up with the suggestions. Apparently, her daughter, Aradhana, she knew that we had thoughts for today for the adults. And she asked her mommy, Aunty Hema, do you have any thoughts for children? And then Hema contacted me and we thought of the idea and this came to fruition. Thank you, Hema, for initiating this. Hema is a very young mother of 2 children, Aradhana and Avantika, and she has her children's interests at heart, like all mothers and all fathers, but she did something about it. She raised a question to me and I took up the challenge. So this is what we have, and we started it on the 30th of September, a very good day because it was my granddaughter's entrance into teenage years, which is Sakshi. So we started it on the 30th of September. And Hema, it is not just my effort, it is international effort because I find the thought together with Uncle Randir. We get the thought for the day. We send it up to Woodstock in Canada with Niran and his family. He does the professional layout of the thing, and it comes back to me, and then it goes back to Lakeland with Navi and her family, and they share it. So it goes three ways, three houses, three countries, and this is the result. So thank you, Hema, Aradhana, Avantika, for initiating this thing. I think all parents should read it out for their children daily and explain to them exactly what it means. Ask them questions. It will go a long way. Thank you all so much. And I'll share some other pictures with you with compassion. Learn it, teach it, share it. And what do you see this little girl doing? Right. She's playing with her pup. And it is believed that when children play with pups, with dolls, with stuffed toys and so on, they learn to be compassionate. They learn to have empathy. So instead of having all these technological devices around the children, let them play with their dolls, let them play with their stuffed toys, let them play with their pets. It brings something loving in their nature, something compassionate, where you identify with other human beings, with animals and so on. And again, this, never underestimate the power of a gentle touch, a listening ear, or the smallest act of kindness. Practice and teach those skills often, right? A gentle touch, a listening ear, and the smallest act of kindness will go a long way. So please, parents, let your children interact with animals, have some stuffed toys if they don't have pets, and share their compassion towards people, towards pet, and towards all those things. And as I told you before, we started this thought for today. And since on Wednesday, September 30th, I'll just read you the thoughts that we had like these, right? This is what it looks like. On the 30th of September, the first one was, I will always be kind and caring. And I want each one of my darlings out there to be always kind and caring. On the 1st of October, the children's thought was, I will always love all and serve all. And that is very, very meaningful. Loving all and serving all. Whatever you can do as an act of kindness, you do it, in spite of whatever people may say. Sometimes you are helping someone and somebody laughs at you and say, oh God. No. You do what you know is right. Always do what is right. On the 2nd of October, the thought was, I must be thankful for everything in my life. And there's one word for that, gratitude. Always be grateful for whatever you have in life. Always appreciate what you have. Don't be asking for more. Don't be going to your parents and crying, but I want that, mommy, I want that, daddy. And you have a lot of it at home, right? So don't not appreciate what you have. Appreciate what you have. Be thankful. Thank you, mommy. Thank you, daddy. The smallest things your parents give you, always be thankful. The smallest things people give you, always be thankful, right? Always show appreciation. And if anybody gives you anything, thank you. I love it so much, right? You express your thanks and your gratitude to everyone. Okay? Thank you. Just 2 words, and always use it. Please and thank you. Always. Please, mommy, can I have so and so, please? And when you get it, thank you. Right? So always, I must always be thankful for everything in my life. Don't say, oh gosh, I don't want this and I don't like that. Always like what you get. Right? Some people don't even get, and you're lucky to get. So be thankful. And on the 3rd of October, I will be kind to animals. And that is what today's lesson was based on. I will be kind to animals. That was yesterday, and this is the story that we had today. So always be kind to animals, whether it is your animal or other people's animals. Always be kind to animals. And the thought for today, we must always speak sweetly and softly. Now, do you understand what it means? We must always speak sweetly and softly. How do you think this sounds? Oh God, mommy, I want to see TV. Put on the TV. Right? Some children speak like that. Would you believe? Mommy, oh God, put on the TV. Now I'm fed up. I'm bored. Put on the TV, please. Or, oh, mom, can you put on the TV for me, please? Thank you, mommy. Right? What is the difference? First one or second one? Who are you? First one or second one? Always be the second one. Right? Let me tell you this again. Mommy, oh gosh, put on the TV, man. I'm bored. I want to look at TV. Or, mommy, I'm a little bit bored. Can I see some TV, please? And when she puts it, okay, darling, and she puts it on, thank you, mommy. I love you, mommy. Right? So notice the difference. I must always speak sweetly and softly. Okay? And that was today's thought. So keep on reading your thoughts for today. Share it with your children, share it with others. And we'll finish up now by having the song one more time from Nishish and Sharif.
And today, make someone happy to last the whole long day. Your mommy, your daddy, your siblings, your friends would love for you to be kind. Kind today. Be kind. Kind today. Even to strangers you meet in the street. A kind word, a kind act would go a long way to someone who's feeling down. Be kind. Kind today.
Okay? So, at this point, I would just urge you to be kind to everyone, and to speak softly and sweetly to all that you meet. Let everyone know that you know what is kindness. All right, and compassion again. Let's just look at this. What does it say? Learn it, teach it, and share it. And with this, we close today's session. And I do invite you all to be back here next week, Sunday at the same time. Hope you have a lovely day and a lovely week, and practice all that we have been doing. And lots of love to you all. Bye. Love you so much, and be good children.